out of this game.
And she's going to drill that one into left field.
Wow.
Nice leaping catch made by Lucas Santra, and I will tell you what, he is the MVP of this game. As several players drop to their knees in celebration, the championship is over, but you can tell one player standing there awkwardly not knowing what she should do, and that is Caitlin Smith, the traitor, as she has been known all season by the Gentlemen's Club.
And she goes to her old team.
She goes to try to wish them a good game and talk to them, and you wonder if they're going to give her the cold shoulder.
I know I would.
Looks like a couple of them are high-fiving. A couple of those high-fives look remarkably close to slaps.
I definitely saw some people spit on their hands when Caitlin came through the line.
Yeah, and I can't blame them for that. But anyway, final score, Shaq Daddy wins 6-3, and it was a big game right here. The first 3 runs scored via home run, and then Shaq Daddy took advantage of some pathetic Gentlemen's Club miscues. A couple errors as they scored 4 runs in the bottom of the 4th inning, and that proved to be the difference.
Should we get Caitlin Smith up here for a little
interview? They
interview?
assemble over to the box to collect their shirts, and we'll see if we can kick you off the booth and bring
Let's get Caitlin Smith over here. We definitely need, I mean, she got the shirt. She got what she was looking for.
All right,
Caitlin.
We're going to see if Caitlin will come over here right now, as it looks like they're actually getting old shirts. These are not the same shirts that the rest of the teams have been getting, and we are welcoming Caitlin Smith to the booth right now as she smacks herself in the face with the headset. Now you've got it on. Are you good? Is everything okay? All right, Caitlin, welcome to the booth. How did it feel to just completely destroy the hopes and dreams of your former team?
Oh, didn't feel too good, but had to do what I had to do.
I have to say I was very impressed. You stood strong, made some nice plays at first base, had some nice key at-bats, despite the non-stop barrage of heckling from your former team. What was going through your mind?
Just tried to shut him out. Can't do anything about it, so just had to do what I had to do.
Well, that was fantastic. I want to congratulate you on your championship. What are you going to do next?
You. Oh, man, probably go celebrate, do something. We'll see. Work on homework.
I would say you should go to Disneyland, but we have no sponsorship deal with Disneyland, and if we did, then I would be the one going to Disneyland.
Right,
so anyway, we'd like to congratulate you and say good work, although I'm not really sure how I feel about you abandoning your former team and just then completely crushing their hopes for a championship in the final. But anyway, thanks for stopping by. Go celebrate with your team.
Thank you.
All right, now we're going to see Robbie Commissioner Thompson in a never-ending effort to just dash the hopes of the losing team is going to go track down a player, and we know who he's getting. He is getting the Taco himself, the one man who struck out in this game, Alan Taco Bell, making the walk of shame over to our little press table. All right, Alan, you look so much more sad than you did earlier today when I spoke with you. How does it feel?
I mean, it's a tough loss. We started to make a little bit of rally there in the 6th. Unfortunately, we fell a little short. I give it to Shaq Daddy. They're a great team. They had some power hitters. They hit a couple great bombs. And, the whole team, I mean, definitely myself included, struggled just hit the ball today.
What were you thinking on that play in the outfield when you just flat out dropped it and were kind of pathetic in the whole process?
It was the first play of the game, and I was a little late coming to it. My first step was back instead of forward, and I just didn't charge hard enough and get to the ball.
Was your passionate hatred for Caitlin Smith something that distracted you from the real focus you needed to win this game?
No, I was more respecting her power. I played a little deeper in the outfield, respecting her power.
No. I understand you were being all diplomatic in the pregame, but now this is over. This was your chance, and you lost, and she abandoned your team. I want to hear the rage.
She's a terrible person.
There you go. That's what we like to hear. That's the headline for tomorrow. Everyone, Alan Taco Bell, she's a terrible person. One more question for you, Taco. The strikeout, what happened?
Just first pitch was bad. Second pitch, it was just a low one, but you only get 3 pitches, so you got to swing at it if you can. And then the third pitch just didn't get a hold of it.
So what are you going to do for the next year as you live down the shame of being the only person to strike out in this championship game?
I mean, right after the game, I talked to my manager, and I've employed her. She's going to help me work on my swing, help me get better contact on the ball and get a little more power into it, maybe get my hips into it more. and it's helped me with my reads off the bat out in the outfield, so I won't make the mistake I made in the first inning there, dropping that first out.
It's a good attitude to keep. You want to stay positive and get ready to come back next year. And now here's the key. If you were real stealthy, and you don't even have to be very stealthy, just do it while Robbie's not looking, you could very easily go snag a shirt.
Yeah, I have an unlimited supply.
There you go. So that was Alan Taco Bell. Thanks for joining us in spite of the heart-crushing defeat. Now go, drown your sorrows in studying as you are about to go through finals week next week. Welcome back to the booth, Robbie Thompson. Was this everything you dreamed it would be?
This definitely was. It was. I was kind of hoping for a closer game, but overall, pretty successful season.
And now looking forward, what changes do you plan to institute for next year?
Whew. We got a long list of things to go, but we're going to take one thing at a time. But, I don't know off the top of my head, honestly.
I'd say, first of all, make sure that people bat in order. That is the number one thing. No cheating allowed. Anyway, once again, Shaq Daddy wins the championship 6-3. Thanks to Robbie the Commissioner Thompson, Robbie Smooth, finishing off his first intramural sports season in strong fashion. I'm Tyler the Stat Guy Scott. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll be back next year.
Yeah, thanks a lot for playing, everybody.